Okay, so I'm gonna just go straight into it. I'm gonna start off with my Makeup Forever Aqua Shadow Pencil in white, and this is just gonna work as my base for my highlight. Just zoom in a little bit. So I've got my shadow shields on just so kind of gives me that nice crisp line at the end, or just sort of helps as a guide. And then I'm gonna go for my Benefit Stay Don't Stray eye primer, which is really good. I like it because it's really opaque and it just stays put. It really does just stay put. So I'm gonna just take that and just dab that all over the eye. I'm gonna start off first using my these are my Makeup Geek eyeshadows. Okay, so I'm gonna start with this color and then slowly get it a bit darker. So first this one, then mixing those two. So I'm starting off with this shade, which is my usual transition color, and I'm just going to just pop that into the crease. Basically the whole point of this look is just building up the color, deepening it as you go along the way. So I'm just starting off with a light shade, okay? And I don't go all the way to the top, I just leave a bit of space there for my highlight. So just into the crease. Then I go for a smaller brush and I'm mixing these two shades. So I'm basically deepening the crease a little bit. So I'm going to go for this and this. So this just goes directly into the crease. So you can see the crease getting a bit darker. And what I like to do is, as I go along the way, each step I just like to go back and blend. So I'm going back for the crease color again, the first one, and just softly blending out the edge. I'm going to go for my Shumara Artist palette, which is an amazing palette. When it launched, I went a bit crazy because it's got such pretty colors and it's so affordable for having so many full-size eyeshadows. Yes, you can see balloons in the background. It was my brother-in-law's birthday 2 days ago. So I'm going to go for the black, just a usual dark matte black. Just to really darken the crease up a little bit more. Okay, so black, and I can always build it up later on. I'm going to go for another crease brush, just a clean one, and I'm going to go back for this brown, and I'm just going to soften the black a bit at the edge here. So just a little bit like that. Again, just blending everything up. Okay, and then I'm going to go back for this palette again. I'm going to go for this neutral color just to apply that at a highlight. And then I will obviously top up my highlight a bit later on once I'm done with my brows, but just for now, this is okay. Highlight. Camera wasn't recording. Basically what I did was I applied the color on my eyelid, and what I used, as I was saying earlier, which obviously did not get recorded, I couldn't find the exact same color. I can't remember actually what I used on my wedding day, but this is what I found right now, that what I have in my stash that's closest to it, and it's basically this cool electric cool eyeshadow from MAC, and it looks like that. It's like a very pretty cream to powder formula. Look at that, it's so intense, and once it goes on, it just stays put. So I'm using this. I just use my finger and apply this all over the eyelid like that, and this just sort of just acts as my base, because I'll be applying a bit of glitter later on to add a bit more shimmer, like what I did on the wedding day. So this, and then I'm just going to go back for the black eyeshadow and sort of just clean up a little bit like that. Okay, so I managed to finish this eye, and I'm going to show you how to do it in this other eye, and I did my foundation, everything else. In the meantime, I'm just going to prep my lips. I'm just going to use lip balm because it's super cold right now. And my skin is all dry, my lips are dry. Ugh. So I'm just bringing out my liner, trying to match it up with the other eye. what I'm going to do is I want to just touch up on the glitter. So you can see this one is the usual copper that we started off with, and this is a bit more glittery. So this one is some totally random shimmer that I have lying around, and it's, I don't know what brand it is, but it just looks like that. Okay, I've got very little left of it, that's why I'm trying to use it up. So I'm going to just dab on a little bit of lash glue, and just like that, and very quickly just dab it all over the eye so you get a nice sticky base. And you gotta work fast because once it dries out it gets really patchy. So I'm gonna go for a brush. I'm going to just pick up some glitter. It's up to you how much you apply. I'm honestly just trying to show you the basics of this look just because I'm not going out anywhere obviously with this look. So I'm going to just touch up on the rest of the blending again. Like I said, with this look, blending is key. Just keep going back and forth and just touching up the look. Using the balm, my luminizer, I'm going to use this to touch up my highlight just to make it a bit more stronger. And just blend everything again. So onto the eyebrows. For my brows, I just use my Anastasia Beverly Hills Pro palette, and it's really nothing particular. I don't do anything. I just kind of want to give them a bit of shape. Just fill in a little bit of the gaps here and there. So moving on, we're going to do the bottom liner. Now for me, for my wedding, I went really dark with the bottom liner just because that function was something that I envisioned to be a really, really dramatic look. So of course you can apply this part even minimal. You can even just leave it just the top part on its own, just with fake lashes if you want. I'm just trying to show you how I did it for my wedding. So I'm going to use a pencil liner. You can use a gel liner, anything you prefer. And I'm going to just start off first with just lining my waterline. I'm just going to bring it down a little lower to the lash line. Like that. Okay, so I'm going to go back for the usual colors that I used earlier. The black, the browns, all those colors. So I'm going to start off with the Shumara black. So this one here, I'm just going to use a really flat, short brush and just going to kind of just smudge that line just to set it, make it nice and black. So then I'm going to go for my Makeup Geek eyeshadows, and I'm going to mix the browns just to soften the line up a little bit. Okay. So once that's done, you want to do your lower and top lashes. You can put false lashes if you want to. You can totally skip it, just put mascara. I'm just using false lashes because I find the look just looks a lot more dramatic with false lashes. So I'm just using these Ardell 113. And I'm not gonna record myself doing that because I think at least 20 minutes to stick them on. I suck at it. But what I'm gonna do first is I'm gonna curl my lashes, my top ones. I don't know if I'm the only one. Like, I have no problem putting on lashes for people. Like, my last 10 years as a makeup artist, I could do people's lashes super fast. But when it comes to my own lashes, forget it. I'll be like taking at least 20 minutes in front of the mirror and making several mistakes before it actually just works out. I'm just putting a light coat of mascara. Okay, and then I want to do my lower lashes, but I'm going to wait for that to dry because I don't want to smudge that. So I'm going to put on these lashes and I'll be right back. So I managed to stick on the lashes in a record time of 5 minutes. I normally take like a lot longer, so I'm proud of myself. I'm going to do my lower lashes. You can use any mascara. I just like to use one that's got a slightly smaller brush. And you just want to coat the lower lashes. I find lower lashes, applying mascara in your lower lashes really just makes a huge difference. Onto the face, as far as I can remember, I contoured using my usual NARS Casino Bronzer, but what I have now is my NARS, what's this called? Blame It on NARS palette, which is a new cheek palette that just launched in Singapore, and it's got a detail brush with it. It's so cute. So I contoured my face already just using the Casino Bronzer, and then for my cheeks, again, these are not products that I use for my wedding because I have no idea what I use, I can't remember. But a lot of these products are stuff that I got recently only in Perth, so I definitely did not use them for my wedding, but play around and whatever suits you, it's really fine. Ben Nye Pink Blush, and I'm just going to apply this softly. I'm not going for a full-on bridal look, so I'm not going to make everything, you know, really strong, but the main purpose of this look was just for the eyes, so of course you can play along with it and, you know, put it to your own taste. You can use this for your bridal appointments, your bridal clients and stuff. And yeah, of course I didn't put on my usual bridal foundation. I used my normal foundation, which I have to say, I'm going to just show you guys. This is my favorite at the moment. I got it from here in Perth. It's the L'Oreal Infallible 24-Hour Matte, and it's to die for. It stays put, and I can have it on the whole day, and even with perspiration, even with just, you know, oxidization and everything, it just stays put. My skin just looks the same after like 10 hours or so. So I did mention this on Instagram, and some of you did say that you couldn't find it in Singapore, but if you can get your hands on it anywhere else, do try and get it because this is really good. I'm going to use a mix of two highlights. This is the Hourglass Ambient Light in Luminous Light. I'm going to use it with my Louis Vuitton fan brush. Okay, and just to top it off, I'm going to use Bobbi Brown Lilac Rose Shimmer Brick, which looks like that. And I'm just going to take the top few colors. Just like that. Now for the lips, I did a very nice matte red lip for my wedding, but I'm not going to do that right now. I'll do it in the photos, but right now I'm just trying to show you guys how you can sort of change the look a little bit. So I'm going to do it with a neutral lip, and I'm using this is the Catrice lip liner in upper brown side. Okay, so then I'm gonna go for, this is the new Perfect Rouge lipstick from Shiseido, and I love this color. It's so pretty for everyday wear. This one is PK354. It's just a nice neutral color. And just to top it off, I know I normally do matte lips, but just to make things different, I'm going to use my Chanel lip gloss in number 14, which is Innocent, and just a nice neutral color as well. And yeah, so that's the look. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Change it up to your own liking. If you're wearing a pink lehenga or a pink bridal outfit, you can always go with hot pink lips. I had red lips on because my outfit was red and gold. You can even just do this neutral lip because it's, you know, it's really just up to your own fancy. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and if you have any questions, comments, just drop me a message down below.